don't have Twitch chat up. I don't need to restore the session. Clearly the session broke everything. Creator dashboard. Give me my chat back. Give me my chat back. Pop out chat. Alright. Oh, apparently we opened in packs. Alright. Let's try. Again. Inactivity time remaining. Ooh, that was cool. We got to see the inactivity timing. Alright. We're going to give it another shot here. Yes, I can rejoin the match. Although I hope that that doesn't happen again. Let's see here. That device should be fine. That's fine. Close this. What is this? That's fine. Gonna make sure there's nothing extra running here. That shouldn't be running. I'm back. I'm back. Maybe. There's a path. Alright, let's see if it works. If we continue to have problems, this may not... I might have to figure out what the heck happened during that update. I have nothing like extra running. Nothing extra running. Alright. We have a flagstone and we have a ghost quarter from my opponent. Is Manitai the thing? Probably. We're just gonna Chandra and swing in with two little ones. Two little elementals. Thank you guys for sticking with us though. I don't expect any more memory management issues. That is what happened though. I think we're good, but I'll be quiet about it. Yeah, look. The blue screen of death. There. Took a picture of it. Alright, opponent. I'm so sorry you had to deal with my slow inactivity. We'll speed it up for you. Ranger? Captain? Captain? It's Captain. Blue? This is very blue. It's a blue screen of death. I noticed that some of the stuff isn't even showing on my stream now. On the bottom. We'll have to see if we can fix that. Ranger of Captain Oeve of Eos. We can down tick here, play Desperate Ritual, get Bridge out and the Chalice. I kind of like doing that because this went and got a Martyr of Sands. I also don't actually have to tick down either. I ascended the Windows plane. Let's go ahead and just exile, play Bridge here, and we'll just tick Chandra up here. And pass turn, and then I'm gonna see if I can get my other thing working on here. Our events at the bottom are gone. They disappeared. Opponent's tapping 3 mana. Gets another flagstones. Evening, Odysseus. You know what? We're just gonna add the YouTube bottom banner for today. Except it went to the top. Alright, we're gonna just stick that down there today. Alright. We'll just do that for today. I don't know where all the other ones went. I'll find them one day. Walking Ballista. Could become a 2/2. Could become a 2/2. Let's go ahead and play a Chandra here. I can't play the other Bridge, unfortunately, but with a little help here. This Chandra Acolyte's going to help this Chandra get high enough up. Expecting maybe Walking Ballista to be played here. Lotus Field. Sack 2 lands. Alright. My opponent is making the manas. And I'm not going to touch anything else. We're playing Magic. Computer's being sensitive today. Playing the Magic. Alright, so we get to emblem here. I either emblem or I don't. I think it's worth an emblem here. I don't see why we wouldn't go ahead and just emblem here and start doing damage to my opponent's face. We can down tick with Chandra to get this desperate ritual. So we have another 5 damage here. The computer is acting up. So thank you guys for chilling with us. Walking Ballista for a lot. 4, 5, 6. So 3, 3. That is fine. It's not like that guy's showing up anywhere. Rabble Master. Let's go ahead and target the instant. And we will cast. I'm going to just do the 5 damage here, I think. Oops. And then we'll play Rabble Master and do the 5 damage up here again, and we'll pass turn. McCrae. Hi there, Fluffy. Tuning in after all this time watching Avaros. Well, you've come to the right place. Unless you don't want to see Pyro Prison, then you're in the wrong place. Welcome. How are you? How are you? What brings you over to this side of the Twitters, the Twitches? Get our land here. We're looking for a spell, any spell, and this game's good. Probably playing Brought Back with Lotus Field. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the 2 mana, 2 white pips. Bring back things that went there. Okay, we can't cast anything that is not a creature. Well, we hit a land, so we're obviously not doing that. We could have theoretically made some tokens and swung in. We'll see if they want to push this up to like 3 here. They do, so they can crack this. Gets rid of some bridges here if they would like. They're 1 spell away from losing. The 1 spell to rule them all. Cracks Blast Zone here, I think. I think that's what we're doing. Yes. Bridges are gone. So is Chandra. Everyone to run Russ's creatureless list. I'd like to see it some more, please. We ran the creatureless list once and got kind of smashed a bit. We're gonna take 6 here. Spell. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. It's not a spell, but it will take the 2 damage. All right. There was a spell. Martyr proc. Torpor and Angers can come in here, I think. We can probably take out the Rabble Masters. Yeah, Rabble Masters can come out here. Angers and Torpor bin. I think everything else we like. Maybe the Spyglass as well for a Legion War Boss. Yeah. So we're more of the control matchup in this one. I am more of the control one. One of my buddies wants to build this deck, so I'm curious. Also, I need a break because I just took a 3-day road trip to move to Houston. I've been working on the house non-stop to fix up as much as I can and just got a teaching job today. So I'm resting. Well, resting seems well-deserved. What type of teaching are you going to be doing? And Houston's not a bad place to be. Most people move to Houston for work, but it's got a lot to do in the city. A lot. Many things. Many things. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, we have a turn 2 Karn, we have a Blood Moon, we have a Spyglass. Kind of like this stuff. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this. Okay. This is why Blood Moon's not too bad here. Gonna have no play turn 1. Anger the Gods is not a bad one to see here. We might be trying to play just Blood Moon. We'll wait on Karn here. Shut them off. Play maybe an Anger or a Spyglass to see what's up. Oh, yeah. Come on, play something else. Play something else. They didn't play anything else. They didn't play anything else. Let's play Spyglass here. Maybe I'll name Ghost Quarter here. That'd be kind of hilarious. Oh, yeah. I think I am naming Ghost Quarter. I'm really tempted to. Sure, we'll name Ghost Quarter. Gonna be teaching elementary music. I moved because my partner is doing a doctorate at Rice University. Nice. Not too bad. Alright, let's see if they really want to play this Lotus Field. If they don't for a turn, we'll be good. Hex Parasite is a cool one for Planeswalkers. We're going to take our 1 damage here. My hope here is that they just play like the Plains here. Oh, alright. It's not too bad. They'll have one Plains in play. Just one. Hex Parasite. That card's fine too. We're going to get rid of this stuff in a moment. But let's go ahead and get this Blood Moon down. So they have 1 Plains. A lot of their stuff is 2, it seems, from earlier. This should slow my opponent down quite a bit. They could start pathing their stuff, and they do. So that's 1 path gone. Extra Plains here. We're definitely going to remove this before playing Karn. Guaranteed. What else are you gonna play, opponent? Oh, crap. Well, thankfully, we can Anger and we can Abrade. Because otherwise, that would have been very miserable. Very miserable. Lyra's really hard for us to deal with. Lotus Field, Path, and some unknown cards for my opponent. Let's go ahead and Ritual out the Karn in case they have a Mana Tithe. We'll go get our Liquid Metal Coating so we can shut off these Plains. I'm guessing they have some just general removal. It's gonna be a Walking Ballista. That is fine. Walking Ballista for a bunch is fine. Shalai and a Hex Parasite. Awkward. So I can't activate, so Karn's good. But I don't want them to attack me here, so it's gonna have to be Bridge. And we're gonna just uptick here. Let's uptick and put the Spyglass up to block. Seems reasonable here. A land lets me Chandra and Liquid Metal Coating. I probably Liquid Metal first, then Chandra. Chandra uptick or 0 tick. Uptick. Ooh. You got Path. They pathed our creature. Now they can come in here. So the Path is gone. We don't know what their last card is. I'm going to start getting rid of their Plains, though, so they can't hurt me. What else you got for me, opponent? What else? Let's go ahead and put a Chalice on 1. I like Chalice on 1 and then Liquid Metal. Let's get rid of some Plains here. Opponent does need those. Float some mana. Go ahead, opponent. I think we've got them pretty locked out. I'm not sure what our friend over there can get. But won't say we've won just yet. What is this? Wear and Tear? Celestial Purges my Blood Moon. Alright, so they're out of cards. Out of cards. Got some good lands here. I guess I'm going after Lotus Field next. Every day I'm Rabblin. How you doing, Pike? What's up, Pike? Welcome to the wolf pack over here. What's going on here? Deals 1. Doing okay. Lotus Field still has hexproof? Oh, it does. That's fine. That's fine. It's true. It's true. It does have hexproof. Well, we'll deal with that in a moment. Let's go ahead and Chandra down here. I think I'm just upping, and then we will get rid of this Mistveil Plains next. Go ahead, opponent. Now their stuff can't attack, although I'm sure they have a way to get rid of bridge. Purges Chandra. So they're going to always have 3 mana. That's rude. I guess we could just go for the win here. They're F6'd. Let's go for the win. Lattice. Lattice. Alright, so we win. We just have to get a few things to get rid of this stuff. Get rid of this. Whoops, this one. There we go. I'm going to hold this. I really just need another ability to kill Shalai, and we'll be good. We'll be good. That's not a bad one. Torp Orb. They get a land here. We'll play our Torp Orb out, pass turn. Why even use coding? It was a mistake. Usually you have to make it an artifact, then a Karn, and usually back and forth, man. Usually. Did Prison strats get better or worse after Horizons, comparatively? What was printed in Horizons? Because this was before. They haven't really changed, I guess, with Horizons. At least this version of Prison. It really upped it up a little bit when Karn was printed. That's when they got a little more interesting, to say the least. No, not necessarily. No change for the deck. There's a complete shift in the meta. That's a totally different on what that's saying, basically. That they're not mutually exclusive. Yeah, but we literally got tools the set right before, and not every deck's gonna get tools. I mean, am I winning at 80% anymore? No, not necessarily. But I wouldn't say it got sizably worse. Whereas is a prison deck, it's just that you need to have speed with this meta, and most prison decks are too slow. That's probably a reasonable statement. We're gonna kill some creatures. Yeah. Urza's is not a prison deck. It sort of is a prison deck. Depends on how you look at it. Bedlam and a mountain here. Well, let's kill some stuff. Sweltering Sun's doing the exact same thing a Slagstorm would do so far. I'm not disappointed with that switch. 3 mana now. 3 mana. Urza deck is a Thopter Sword combo, I suppose, deck. More than anything. Yeah, it's probably getting confused with War Prison, which is actually True Prison, where Grixis is more, I guess, Thopter Sword combo. More like an amulet. Yeah, I could see that. Kind of get these pieces and then you keep spiraling out of control with all your mana. I could see that. Too. That thing's expensive. What are you doing, opponent? My opponent is bolting me. Okay. Okay. Interesting assortment of plays there. We'll go ahead and play Rabble Master in pass turn after one swing here. Why did they concede to this? Is it because they just used Lightning Bolt? I mean, surely. What if they just top deck a Lightning Bolt? I got nothing on. All right, we'll take it. That's a good win for us. That is a good win for us. We'll bring Angers and Eidolons in here. We can take out Chandra here and Blood Moon. Ooh, kind of like everything else. Need one more out of here. Karn might be too slow. He is kind of a win condition, but he might be just a touch too slow. We can take him out. We're going to keep this. It's a Chalice. Chalice is pretty good against this deck. And we have a Sweltering Suns too. Opponent's down to 5 cards. Maybe they did have a bad hand. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Okay. Land. Alright. We'll play the Void out, just see what's on top. See if we want it or not. I don't need a ritual. Put the ritual to the bottom. I'm guessing they have artifact removal. It might be just worth it to try to get the Chalice out on 2 instead. So we'll go ahead and plan to do that. Maybe we won't. I don't know what we're doing actually. Oh, now I know what we're doing. Okay. Let's ritual and put Chalice on 1 followed by Chalice on 1. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Chalice on 1, Chalice on 1. Yeah, but my hand doesn't matter. My hand doesn't matter as much. There's the first to braid. We'll definitely play this Eidolon though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. Shenanigans and an Abrade. Our opponent was prepared. Well, let's go ahead and Abrade this and put our own Eidolon out in pass turn. If they don't play any creatures for a turn or two, I might just cycle the Sweltering Sun. I might. We'll see. This card is probably the only card that's really truly made our deck worse. Little Dijon, thank you for the Twitch. Oh, just a rescrub. Rescrub. Resub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Your support is duly noted. We did some math today. It's very interesting how many hours I've streamed and how many dollars and primes I've got. It's eye-opening. You're at 20 on turn 4. They have 2 cards and now got their first creature. Their hand is bad. Well, this game their hand might be bad. Last game, I don't know. They had 4 cards when they conceded. Yeah, this card is probably the only card that we really cared about seeing because it's just continuous pain. My opponent had to decide between War Boss and our Eidolon. Since they're a cantripping deck, Eidolon makes sense to kill. They're saying no begin combat step. And it's only one goblin. I'm just giving them a... When you see this card is cast by your opponent, don't hit OK. Go down here, put your stop on your opponent's turn on main phase, because this is triggered at beginning of combat. Almost everyone has a stop here. Most people should move the stop to here. They should have probably 2. Oh gosh, lava darts. Lava darts. Mom, chill out. It's only one goblin. It's only one goblin. One gobbo. We're taking 3. 3, and I'm probably just going to sweltering this off. Oh, yeah. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to Koth of the Hammer. We're going to swing. We're going to leave the goblin back to block, because they double lava darted already, and so they have to top deck something. And without them really top decking here, then this Koth will go off. You love those green dudes? Green dudes. Green dudes. What green dudes? Green dudes? We're definitely blocking here, though. This is a pretty obvious block. Nice. All right. So we should be pretty good here. Goblins? I would agree. My opponent held their own with the mull to 5. A Braden Shenanigans actually gave them a chance to play, which is pretty good. We were just a bit stacked with what our deck is doing to their deck. And I think they gave up maybe a turn or two too early in game 1. But we don't know what their hand was. We got it, though. Playing that prison. Oh, it feels good to play prison. It feels good, chat. And I think our computer's done being angry, so... I think they're done being angry. It must have been because I did the update and then I just turned my computer on, and so there was probably something that wasn't quite right, and so the next restart probably fixed it. But if we continuously have issues, we'll have to, I don't know, just push the computer off the table. By the way, little Dijon, you have a little bit of a little bit of a dirty slime ball there. It's not quite slimy, but it's getting dirty. It's getting dirty. Oh man. We play first. We have 1 red. We hit him for forever, but I'm worried about this name. How do you like the 3 Karn and 1 Koth? It's a change I've been thinking about myself. I personally like it, but that's because I'm playing 6 Rabble Masters in this build and 2 Chandra Acolytes. So the build is more aggro than some of the other builds that have been in the community. Bunch of Rakdos Goblins modern. Rakdos Goblins is pretty good. We're gonna mulligan this because I don't know what my opponent's up to. If we don't hit that land, just gonna be really upset. Oh yeah, I like this a whole lot better. We'll keep this. A lot better. For your wish board, why don't you run 1 of Chalices as a wish target? This is an excellent example because you want the Chalice in way before Karn would happen. Way before. Like that. Look at that Chalice. We're gonna play that Chalice. Gonna play that over Moon here. We'll take a Helix or an Eidolon, and then we'll get this Blood Moon down. No fast pressure, no lock piece. But yeah, you can put one in there, but then it's an extra piece. Ooh, a skewer. All right, we're going that route, huh? We're at 13. Let's go ahead and play Chandra and kill this guy. This guy's gonna do another 4 damage if we don't kill it now. 2 in, and then 2 more by the time I get to play. I guess maybe only 2 more because we drew the land. All right, first thing we'll do is tick up here. I can cast this actually. You can actually cast Karn with the Simian Spirit Guide in hand. You can't if... Let's just go up here. You can't if you have a ritual, but you can with the Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, Pike. No, I think I got you on the first hand. Totally makes sense. So we have a Boros Charm to our face. A little frightening. 1 land, and then we just Chandra and Karn here. 4 damage can hit the Planeswalkers, so our Karn is not out of it. There's an Eidolon. Interesting. Okay, so we can lock our opponent out here. And now we just have to get around this Eidolon, and we should be able to win. But the Chalice on 2 should be good enough. I'm going to go ahead and tick up Karn 1 more time here and then pass it back. They do have things like Skewer. I'm afraid of Eidolon hitting us and then they Skewer. But I'm more afraid of Helixes and Boros Charms. What do I have in sideboard that I could play? The deck's fascinating. You like my choices? Oh, thanks. All right, so what are we thinking about here? What we're thinking about is that we know that they have Rift Bolts, and we know that they have Skewers. We also have an Eidolon, which we have to deal with. So they have those 2 cards. We've shut off Syrian Blazes, so Legion Warboss is clear to land if we'd like it to. If we were to play it into this, the Eidolon does us 2 damage. I can kill the Eidolon, but now I don't get the Chandra and Karn kind of thing going on. But what we could do here is we could Legion Warboss after a Chandra tick down. We can then do whatever we want with Karn. We'll probably tick him down for something from the sideboard at this point. Maybe a bridge or something. And actually we can just go up. And then the idea here is that we Warboss and bridge attack in. There's probably nothing at 3 that they're doing instant speed, so we have 3 turns to try to kill them. I think it's Chandra kill this and get the Warboss into play. And we have 3 turns to kill them if they have exactly like Rift Bolt, Rift Bolt, Rift Bolt. And obviously my Karn's not doing a whole lot here. I finally got my full list today. About to start going to Eponym. Oh yeah. Nice. I like Paprika Pyromancer over Legion. Oh, Season. Oh, Season Paprika. Season Pyromancer. I still have not been a fan of said card. Still not a fan of said card. All right, this one we bring Karn out and bridge out, and maybe just Chandra Acolyte, one of. We'll bring the Angers in and the Eidolons in. So this matchup's all about kind of the back and forth of our damage. My opponent's fairly favored here. They're going to be bringing in a couple artifact removal spells, whether they're Braids, Destructive Revelries, or Shenanigans. Smash to Smithereens as well. And so we actually don't want to give them too many of those targets. They're also going to bring in probably Searing Bloods. So we have to deal with that as well. This hand's awful. What's the matchup against control strategies like? Eidolons in, and if you have more aggro pieces, bring them in. If you don't have the aggro pieces, you just gotta kind of hope that you have the right hand at the right time. All right, let's keep this. We can ditch Koth here. So I have a turn 1 Rabble Master if I want, or we can play it a little bit slower and shoot whatever they play. Goblin Guide. The Blood Moon. I don't know if I want to see a Blood Moon necessarily. Alright, we're going to plan to kill said Goblin Guide. Because land plus Searing Blaze is really upsetting. Okay. This is why Anger's good. Decides to bolt me. I wonder if it's better to do Swift Spear or Goblin Guide here. I guess Goblin Guide gets us things, maybe. Chandra Torch of Defiance. Alright, I'm going to take the damage here only because I have a Chandra behind this. And it's not a land. And it feels really awkward to play Chandra into it. We're going to go ahead and abrade away the Swift Spear. If they want to attack with Goblin Guide, it could help us with our land issue here. If they're Goblin Guiding and bolting Chandra, I think I feel reasonable. They're probably going to ignore this, though. They do. There's an Anger of the Gods. We're just falling further and further behind. There's a Rift Bolt. Well, I think I have to Anger here. I don't want to expose my Rabble Master to Searing Blaze, Searing Blood, so we'll just do this and hope they don't have like Helix Boros Charm. Helix going to 3. We're pretty much dead to anything. Because we play bridge, the whole, wow, no lands. The whole playing Eidolon main is really, to me, it's very controversial. Because this Eidolon here is going to do damage. It's going to do all the damages. This feels very controversial. Just go on back. They have a lot of 3-drops. So our chalices are maybe not as good. Maybe I'm supposed to bring one Chandra in for a chalice. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a hard matchup. This is an awkward hand. No removal. No way to cast the Eidolon on turn 2. We're going to have to mulligan this. Because we're using Blood Moon on turn 3. So on turn 4 we can play something. That's going to be way too late. This is like the same problem. This is bad. This is bad. Alright, so we need probably a chalice now. There's a chalice. No lands. Alright, we did it. So how many am I getting rid of here? Let's get rid of Ritual, Simian Spirit Guide, Ruins, Land, Chalice. Let's do it. Mull to 4. I was being too conservative with my life total. I don't think it's mandatory by any means. Yeah, I can see that. Rift Bolt suspended. Alright, hitting lands is okay. I do need about 3 to 4. Rift Bolt our face going to 17. I'm expecting an Eidolon here or a Braid or a Helix. There's the Eidolon. Oh no, Smash. Alright, so Smash is what they're playing. We might be just dead here to burn. Got unlucky with our hands. The classic Pyroprism mold of 4. I wouldn't call it a classic. I wouldn't call it classic. It doesn't happen that often. Usually I just mulled a 6. So 3, we're at 5. This feels like a non-game. By the way, this is turn 4. So Blood Moon there was a good mull on the first hand. We flooded a little bit. Flooded a little bit there. That match, game 1 was good. Game 2 was even good. Game 3 was a non-game. Palladian, how you doing? Been a while. What's up? What's up? Keep hope alive. A little hard when you draw 4 lands there. A lot of lands. We're living our worst life? What? Why are you living your worst life? 3-5-1 at Columbus with Zoo. Ooh. It's a bit rough. Alright, unknown opponent. We're going to just jam Rabble Master because this is what we do sometimes. We'll put that guy on top. Hopefully it's a control matchup. Hopefully it's control. Or Tron. Any of the above. So this is a variant you go to, your go-to listing. Yeah, I like playing this listing. This or a little bit more slanted towards more goblins, but I like both. Oh boy. Got bolted. Got bolted, chat. Is this burn round 2? Rough weekend. I had a lot of tough matchups, so honestly winning any games was a big surprise. Mono Red Phoenix. Sorcery Bolt. It's a thing. Let's see how this Mono Red Phoenix person does. Let's also see if they'd like to cash in 2 spells here. They do not. Let's see if this person has a stop on their main. This isn't the same person, is it? This is a real long pause here. This isn't our opponent from round 1, is it? Lava Dart, Lava Dart. Alright. Hold on, I want to check that. No, different person. Alright. Swift Spear. Beat Were Humans at Impact, lost to Is It Etron Hogak? Hogak. I'm a little surprised you spotted Hogak. It's a rare deck. It's difficult to find that one. Sat down at the wrong seat, but also had no opponent. It's interesting. It's a bit interesting how that happened. Light up the stage. Mountain and Soul Scar here. I'm just gonna hold back here, I guess. Maybe we'll block this turn. Manamorphose. I think it's reasonable to block now, although this Lava Dart gets rid of this guy. Lava Spikes. Lava Darts. Or is this isn't playable? Never mind. Can't Lava Dart if it's not playable. Gonna braid one of these past turn. We're not looking too hot here this time around. This is the whole draw chalice, don't draw chalice. So we have skewers or light up the stages here based on this attack. Nothing. Interesting. I was expecting any of those. That or it's a flurry of bolts here at end step. So Chandra, we're gonna go ahead and down tick to get one of our braids. A braid gets to remove one of these, maybe. In your goblin heavy builds, do you like Pash or New Krenko? Pash Mullikins or whatever his name is. Season Pyro. I don't like either. Neither impact the board enough. Have I tried Rakdos Goblins? I have not. But we've talked about it because the Rakdos Goblins list is pretty freaking sweet. I'm gonna just hold this land so it doesn't look like I'm continuously just dropping lands. If we were to get bridge, we can land Ritual Bridge. Phoenix? Phoenix would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put us to 1. And a Lava Dart would kill us. Lava Dart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bye, Chandra. Bye-bye. Alright, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. I could hit Karn, Bridge, Sweltering Suns. Not that. Not that. Alright. Eidolon's back in. Anger's in. We're not going to worry about the Ravenous Traps. Not going to worry about those. How did we play this last time? Blood Moon's out. Chandra's out. That got us 6 to the 7. And then I took something else out. I think I took out a Karn. That looks about right. There are versions with and without Warren Instigator. I've got lists for both if you ever want to try. I'm just looking for all the Goblin content I can get. I'm loving the deck. I don't know. Maybe we entertain it as League number 2. Although we're doing pretty good with Pyro Prison tonight. Might just run Pyro Prison all night long. We did run into that Goblin list though. What were we playing? I'm trying to remember what we were playing when we ran into it, and it was just really strong. It had a lot of things it could do. Yeah. Little Teferi makes the control mirrors, I'm sure, kind of very one-sided once it lands. Whoever lands it first probably gets a huge advantage, right? That seems appropriate because the other person can just basically negate anything that is played. I can see where that matchup's not miserable, but not a very interesting matchup anymore. Alright, we're going to keep this. I have double down on chalices again. We'll see if this opponent can deal with both of them. We will see. Let's see what's on top. Eidolon. I'm going to go ahead and put that on top. I know I can't actually cast it this turn, but I'll probably just put a second chalice on 1. Force my opponent to have 2 of braids. I'll force them to have 2 abrades here. And while they're trying to find the abrades, Eidolon will just keep keep hacking away at them. Alright, we have all the lands I need. pass back to my opponent. The other list we could play, depends if Brian's here, is a Bant Ojutai list. I do like the Bant Ojutai list. And based on the decks that I'm seeing in Modern right now, it might not be bad to play. Make them have it all. We're gonna just play Simian Spirit Guide here. I take 2 to do this, but now I'm representing 4 turns, or yeah, probably about 4 turns. Instead of something like 9. Manamorphose will yield to our abilities here. Makes green? Okay. Makes red. Like, whoa. Whoa now. Are we just gonna see a Phoenix here? Hard cast Phoenix? They got 4 mana. Wow. Finale for Manamorphose round 2. Alright, Muscle, take care. Have a good one. Have a good one. Just F6 back to our opponent's turn, giving them 4 damage, 9. They're at technically probably 7. 7. Yeah, they're definitely at 7 now. Now they're technically at 5 probably. Most of their spells are below 4. Most of them are below 4. Like that one. Seasoned and Gut Shot here. Alright, so if they don't do anything, we kill them, technically. We apparently are going to flood out too. Just F6 here. So this takes them to 1. They can't cast anything but a Phoenix or a larger Finale that can't get anything back. I think we're going to game 3. Oh yeah. No changes here, I don't think. Yeah, they're running the Phoenixes, but we have the Bridges and we have Swelterings and Angers for that. I think Chalice is our ticket to a win here. Probably a ticket to our win here. Let's see if Brian's lurking. Brian's not lurking. Brian is not lurking. I feel so far away. Oh, by the way, you guys can't see it, but I can probably get it on camera. Look. Oh gosh. There's a... See this thing? It's a way to put the camera up on a different location. Oh no. So we're gonna try that in the future. Gonna try that. All right, we're gonna keep this. Man, I don't want to get rid of anything here. I don't have to. We're not going to. We're going to Chandra in turn 1. And then we'll put the Chalice down and then Eidolon right behind it. Just a Faithless Looting. Probably turn 1 Chandra into Chalice first, then Eidolon. If we do turn 1 Chandra into Eidolon, then the Chalice isn't down and Eidolon could get bolted. They're also probably looking for things like, well, who knows. All right. I would like to put a Chalice on 1. It's a pretty good turn 1. It's a pretty good turn 1. Alright, we'll see if they have the Abrade. No moves for my opponent. We're not going to use the Desperate Ritual just yet. We're going to get Eidolon down and pass him back to my lovely opponent. Play 6 cards. Didn't even use the Gemstone Caverns. Who needs that card? We would have had it if I would have put Simian Spirit Guide down. Or a Ritual, because we would have had enough mana. But We can't assume that. Seasoned Pyro, gonna get two little dudes here. Gonna ditch two one drops, I assume. Swift Spear and Lightning Bolt. So it's interesting they opted to Faithless Looting first. Up we go with Chandra. And we're just gonna pass back. I don't mind blocking an elemental with this Eidolon. Seems safe to do. Seems safe. But yeah, so we're gonna hang precariously, but we're gonna take the lens here and we're gonna put it up there, and it's gonna be facing. It's gonna be amazing. All right, don't have Phoenix here. Things to come, chat. Abrades our Chalice on 1. That's pretty good. How are they gonna swing out here? Chandra. I'm gonna block this way. If they have like a gut shot here, they're taking 2 damage to kill off Eidolon here. The Swift Spear. It's a pretty good card. Let's go up. They're at 10. I'm gonna go ahead and ritual out my bridge. They've used one Abrade already. So here you go. For those wondering about Eidolon being in the main deck, I know we're in sideboard games, but this scenario can come up. Game 1. This could easily be game 1. We haven't really seen anything that would indicate they're in a sideboard other than maybe the Abrade. So they just sit back, and we probably would still win because of Chandra, but we sit back, or they sit back, and now we're having to cast things so that they don't kill us. So that's why I don't like Eidolon main. This is a perfect example of that. Perfect example. Don't Abrade this. They're digging. They are digging. They are dead if this card is not. Well, if this card is the Abrade, okay. We're good. We just go up here and then pass turn. That's a cute way to do it too. Let's do it the cute way. We're gonna do it this way and hope they don't have a 4-mana sweeper. But this one's cute because now they can't cast a spell. You had to Abrade your own Eidolon last night to stay under bridge and not die. See? Design Monkey's got it. He understands. Wait, why you don't like Eidolon main? Didn't he? Well, yeah. Okay, we can look at the super narrow case. But they didn't have to cast anything. And if our life totals are close enough, like we have an active Chandra, so maybe that makes it a little bit different. But Eidolon damages you to stay under bridge. And their creatures here are small enough where I think it makes a good example of why it's just dangerous. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's something I don't like to do. I don't like it. I don't like it. We have this one won, pretty sure. Just waiting. I can't imagine my opponent has really any spells here. I can definitely field more questions while my opponent just, I think, goes inactive here. Learning from the master. It's a nice thing to say. Oh, 5 mana. All right. 4 mana. Finale. Cool. They can't cast both of these. They'll die. Can't cast any of them, actually. There we go. We got it. Sweet. All right. Nice. Well, we're 3-1. We've played against a lot of red decks. A lot of red decks. Our Eidolon prison list from last few nights ago seems to be pretty well positioned. Could be well positioned to play. I am liking our more aggro-y version here, though. There's been a few requests to do the creature list build, and I don't see it paying off. I just don't see it paying off. You know what's funny? While I'm staring at this thing that I'm going to put my camera on, I don't think it's very sturdy. It's just kind of up there. Do I think Mutavault is interchangeable with Void? Totally. You'll notice I have 3 kind of random utility lands in this one. Absolutely. You could play maybe 1 or 2 more Ruins, although I'm playing Koth on this build. So maybe if you take Koth out, play more Ruins. But yeah, you could definitely. I just am playing one of each color, or each card more as an example of what you could play. Yeah, if they don't have a removal spell for Rabblemaster, like here's a good example. We'll probably keep this because a Chalice is not a bad thing to have, even if it's a turn later. And we've played now against several decks that care about it. But if we see like Colonnade and then something else, we can just jam a Rabblemaster and try to get past that way. We'll keep this. This hand's a bit of a goofball. Appropriate for our goof. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we're going to attempt a turn 2 probably... Uh-oh. Turn 2 Neoform? Maybe? Cycle. Alright, well, let's do Void here. I'm not putting this on 0. Alright. I don't think I want to put this on 0. I think we have a better shot here if I put it on 2, maybe. We'll see if they use Pact. Manamorphose. This is why I want this on 2. They can still Evolution us, but Chalice on 2 is going to shut some things off that I really don't want to be dealing with. Don't have it here. We kept the bridge in case they go into Gristlebrand and fizzle. Then we can just block. Stop that. Alright, we get a chance to put this on 2. Evolution is still a card, but we're not going to be putting a Chalice on 3. And we know one card is this Chancellor. Would it be smart to play Rabblemaster out here? Probably not, actually. Probably not. I like this play a little bit better. We'll see, though. they keep hitting land drops, then the chalices may not do much. This is interesting. So they can't destroy my artifacts. They can cycle. They can't use Manamorphose. Okay, my opponents stop doing things. Rabblemaster, pass turn. If they do get Gristlebrand into play, Rabblemaster's awkward because the tokens go in and then my opponent's like, thanks for the free life. Thank you. Thank you. That's what they do. Thank you. Cha-ching. 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 This might be good though. Opponent's discarding. Discards Gristlebrand. It's a good card for them to discard. We'll definitely play Bridge here. I'm not concerned that they'll have something to remove artifacts. They see the chalice here. I'm more concerned about them somehow getting something and hasting it in or something of that nature. Luckily, if they do get Gristlebrand in here, if we draw a land, we could empty our hand. Plays Allosaurus Rider here. I'm gonna swing with everything. I'd rather trade the Allosaurus Rider than let it stay here for an evolution. We'll play Bridge here and pass turn. They're at 5. That's terrifying. Alright, so this looks like it's Gristlebrand off evolution, which I'll go ahead and dump this. I don't want to attack with my goblins. They can't draw. So we'll make sure we can't attack into them. Alright, so we have to do 4 damage. We have 2 of it right here. I'm gonna cast this. If we get wide enough, we could find our way around Gristlebrand. I do not have an instant speed way to remove a goblin where I could just attack and get around this. Opponent cycles or sacrifices their land. Wild Cantor. So I'm looking for Chandra, I guess. Guess I'm putting this on 0. 0 and pass turn. They can't attack or draw, correct. But we can't really attack either because then he'll gain 7. Then he'll be able to draw. I'm not cracking this Ruins in case I find Scavenger Grounds before Chandra. We're gonna make so many goblins here. We may be close to a point where we'll just let our goblins attack. So what would this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They block 2. They block these 2. Crap. I don't want to draw. I don't want to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there will be 8 goblins going in. We will do 6. So he's going to gain 1. We can allow this to happen. And we get to attack and win next turn. He shouldn't be able to draw still. He won't gain enough. Life total remains the same. We'll pass turn with 1 card in hand. A little surprised the Wild Cantor didn't do anything. But now I'll have 3 more creatures attacking. So we're going to cash in this Ruins. now, because now I just need 2 damage to come through. And we'll have 2 cards. Yeah. I like this. Let's swing. Let's do it. I don't have to connect with much. In we go. Maybe they have a fog effect. Why would I say something like that? It's awful. Alright. We take down Neoform game 1. Which is probably a good thing for us. Probably good. Alright. Spyglass seems fine here. Maybe the Eidolons. Koth doesn't make sense here. The Abrades don't. The Sweltering Suns don't. I could just bring in another bridge here, probably. So this game's all about not dying on turn 1 or 2. So we're looking for something like Blood Moon. The Chalice on 2 probably saved us. These Eidolons probably won't do it. They're going to begin the game with 7 cards in hand. I think I have to look for like a Blood Moon. I don't think this is going to do it for me. Let's mulligan this. Well, this hand's interesting. Let's keep it. Let's get rid of an Eidolon here, and maybe I will turn 1 Karn, turn 2 Liquid Metal Coating. That's just kind of a hope. Yeah, Eidolon's a little bit meh. We'll try for this. Maybe they have a counter. Maybe they do. We'll play into it. Don't have a counter, please. Alright. Let's choose an artifact. We'll go get Liquid Metal Coating. So the idea here is if I can get this in next turn and they're not killing us, then we can remove their lands. That is the hope. The hope, the dream. The hope, the dream. No! Turn 1 Karn, not fast enough. It's not fast enough. Yes. Yes, I see, opponent. Yes. I can't even have the Liquid Metal Coating to stop him. He can do it at any point. So you just need to gain a little bit more, it looks like. Simian Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide. Manamorphose. Making blue-green. Yes. What are we up to, opponent? Life goes on. Why would you ever play turn 1 Karn when you could just play turn 2 Gristlebrand? I know, right? I know. What are we doing with our lives here? Alright. My opponent's got it. Well, let's just double check. Make sure they have this. There's a little card called Lab Maniac. Wouldn't it be cool if we had a bolt? Just bolt them in response? Alright. I think we're just running it back. I know we... See, my opponent's not even sideboarding. This is so miserable, because 2 Chalices is pretty good, actually. It's pretty good, but it may not get us there. Because they could just turn 1 us, or turn 2 us. I could put a Chalice on 0 and then look to put like a Eidolon out. It's slow though. I had the Chalice on 1. What's up, Mikey Hopkins? Blood Moon would be better here. Blood Moon would probably be a lot better. We have no idea if they're going to keep their 7 either. You can just put a Chalice on 0. Maybe my opponent doesn't have it. Alright. I've convinced myself to go ahead and try this. We'll see. They kept all 7 though. Maybe they have like 2 summoner packs. Maybe this just ruined their day. I don't know. I need a ritual or a Alright, they don't do anything. Oh yes. We're gonna slam this out. Alright. We got a Blood Moon. Yeah. Got it. Hey, 5 chests for once. Nice. Nice. Our game crashed, so we have to pull everything back up. We got it. This is what we just played. Let's organize this. Come here. Alright. We took this list to a 4-1. Let's see what we're going to do for the second half of the stream. Or maybe a little more than second half. Looks like Neobrand is back on the menu, boys. The other non-Hogak we love to hate. Hogak. Hogak Smack Attack. Oh, alright. The list feels solid. I like it. Got a 4-1. That's always good. Good to do. What do we want to do here? Do we want to run this back? Do we want to play the creatureless version of Pyroprism? I kind of like the Rabble Master. I'm not going to lie. That's the one that I think for me does the better game plan. Run it back, says Uncle DB. Well, just... It's the first response. Let's do it. You love mono hate deck. It's mono red. Mono red. It's all the love in the world. All the love in the world. Our opponents just interpret it differently. Sometimes our opponents are like, man, we love this, but you know. All right, let's find our next match. Sarkhan the Bad. Sarkhan the Bad, and we have 2 Blood Moons. It brings balance to the meta. Alright, let's keep this. Let's see if they're a red deck. Oh, it's not red. Okay. I don't feel too bad because I have a Scavenger Grounds. Bronze, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Overgrown Tomb. Satyr. What do we got here? Vengevine, Overgrown Tomb. So they're going to take the Overgrown Tomb? Right? Let's put a land. Who dat? Who dat? Hogak, who dat? Alright. I think just to be super cautious here, I think I want to just kill the Carrion Feeder. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and kill this Hogak. We talked about this guy. Oh, lovely guy. I think they're going to get their Vengevine back here. Casting 2 creatures. Shocking Inn makes me think that. Stitcher really makes me think that. Satyr. Vengevine comes back. You get a Bloodstained Mire. Looks like they're going to cast Hogak too. The Hogums is back. Hit us for 5, go to 14. Gonna need a bridge now. Need a bridge now. If we don't get the bridge, we concede. Okay. Alright. Bridge, Tormod's Crypt, Ravenous Trap, Anger of the Gods, all coming in here. Karn's out. Chandra can say goodbye here. I don't mind the Sweltering Suns. It's probably just like 2 war bosses as well. We're just trying to bring in all the graveyard hate that we have. All the removal that we have. Gotta bring it all in here. Alright, so what do we got here? We have a bridge and a blood moon. Can we get the chalice on 2 quick enough? Gosh, I want to try this. We're going to try it. No graveyard hate. It's okay. Opponent mulligans to 6. I think we got this. I think it... awkward. I could put the chalice on 1 if I think Blood Moon's going to take care of Assassin's Trophy, which might be their choice for killing bridge. Polluted Delta. Polluted. Blood Crypt. What are we looking at? Stitcher or Faithless? Stitcher. There's Assassin's Trophy and Hogak. It might be just chalice on 1 followed by Blood Moon here. We'll just hope they don't have basics, or not basic swamp. We'll just hope they don't have a 2-drop here, like Satyr. And if they do, I think we'll have to Blood Moon and then Bridge, because Assassin Trophy looks like their choice here. They have the green mana if they want it. Attacks for 1. That's a good sign. Looks like we might have it here. It's Blood Moon and then Bridge behind this. Nice. Nice. What's up, Hogak? What's up, Hogak? How's it going, Hoagie? Hoagie? Alright, we're going to Desperate Ritual here. Play Chandra. We're going to uptick her. A Braid. Puts a few more things into our opponent's graveyard. But hopefully they just are tired of our lock. Ooh. Alright, I think the same thing, run it back. Old Hogak before the banning, Bridge just didn't do much. A Bridge on turn like 3 is actually not terrible. Obviously they have things like the Assassin's Trophy, so that's where our Blood Moons come in. And as you heard, my Chalice, I almost wanted to get it on 2 versus 1. But yeah. Hogak. Seeing the banning. Still a formidable deck, but not too bad. Not too bad. Here we go. Stark on the bad, man. Bad guy. Alright. This one's a little bit interesting. We're going to go ahead and keep again. I can put a Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2. Yeah, Chalice on 1 is pretty good in the matchup as well. They might get something going here, but... No turn 1 play. Here, let's put this out. What do you think of this? What do you think of this one? What do you think of that one, opponent? Who plays that card? Card's garbage. Satyr. Assassin's Trophy is hitting the bin. We'll see if they keep Polluted or Bloodstained Mire. They keep the Polluted. Do I care about the graveyard so far? Probably not. We're going to go ahead and Chalice on 1. Crypt is criminally underrated. Yeah, I mean, Relic is probably the better card unless you're doing this. Alright, opponent, want Assassin's Trophy that? Yeah. Get this. Get this one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh! 1 damage. 1 damage. Ritual spell here. Come on. Alright. We're going to hold bridge for 1 turn here. My opponent's not threatening too much. We have the graveyard under control. And I'd rather put Chalice on 2, then bridge, then Chandra. I'm not going to die by 1 damage a turn. It's just not going to happen. Polluted Delta. Cracks Polluted Delta. This is a lot. Maybe Vengevine's going to show up here. Benji. Alright, so we'll take 5 here. We're not going to take 5 because they're going to play Hogak. I should have in response got the graveyard, shouldn't I? That's a punt. That is a punt. Okay, so how do we approach this? 8, 12. What am I looking at? I have to play bridge now. Bridge, and then I have to hope that they don't have exactly Assassin's Trophy. This was a mistake. I should have cracked this in response to this being cast. We have screwed up. Can we get out of this? I need this to not be there for 1 turn. Let's assume... Let's take an assumption here. 8, 12, 13 damage. 13 puts me to 6. If I play Blood Moon here, I can play Blood Moon, then I can play Bridge and Chalice, and it doesn't matter what I draw. So let's do this. I think we can get ourselves out of this. We're going to take a healthy 13, go to 6, because the life total is irrelevant. Then we'll play land. Land will do Chandra Bridge. Ooh, double black. Alright. I think we screwed up, but I think we're okay. You are the worst, Rabble Master. You are the worst. So we're going to go ahead and play bridge here. And then we'll put a Chalice on 0. That way 2 things can't attack us. And now we're really just hoping they don't have some weird instant speed removal for bridge. Yeah, if they have Ancient Grudge or Shenanigans, agreed. Those are indeed both problems. Alright, we'll play Chandra here. I almost want to kill Hogak next turn, just for grins. Alright, Goblin throws himself away here. We're going to keep ticking this up. Try to get it to an emblem. I think we got out of our mistake here. We'll see. Another Chalice would be wonderful. We even had the... See? Underrated. Underrated card. Another bridge wouldn't be bad either, I suppose. Up here with Chandra. There's really little to any reason, little to no reason, little to no reason to kill the Vengevine. They can just play 2 things into Chalice and get it back. I could obviously get this Tormod script to take care of it, but I think I'd rather try to do this 2 more times or 1 more in Emblem. Bloodghast, Hardcast. Okay. We shouldn't be empty-handed at any point here. Let's play this first before we uptick here. It's important. Okay, so I gotta dodge it for, looks like, probably 2 turns here. I Emblem, I uptick. And then hopefully in the top 3-ish cards, I'll have a spell. Don't have it, opponent. By the way, no one punted me. Just a small observation. 2, 3, 4. Chandra, deal 5 here. We're going to uptick. Chalice? Oh, I needed that in the other direction. All right. 1 turn. Here we go. I'm being nice today, hence the reason I didn't punt you. You can punt me. You gotta respect my punt total. That is the only way we become better at Magic. They're giving it back to us. They're hoping we're gonna miss 2 cards here. Oh, that's 1. Castable spell, come on. I love you too, Rabble Master. You the best. You the best, Rabble Master. I'm guessing because they're playing the Assassin's trophies, they're probably looking for their forest. There we go. That is how you beat Hogak. And we punted. And we punted the roof off the planet here. Alright, we have another Sark on the Bad across from us. We're going to keep this hand. This hand looks fun. Let's play Scavenger Grounds in case they're Hogak. They'll be like, ah! And then we'll Blood Moon them. It's not something they will care about. Alright, well, we'll play Rabble Master. It'll get bolted here. It didn't get bolted. We're through. We're smashing their face in. Perfect. Go fetch those difficult to play cards after Blood Moon. Jeskai. I don't know about Jeskai. Jeskai likes to do things with Snapcaster. We're going to ignore Snapcaster here. And we'll jam a Blood Moon here, turning off white maybe. Countered. I suppose we could have done that pre-combat and gotten in with Rabble Master. Our line is very loose right now. Our line is very loose. Whoa, green. Whoa, bird. Not liking this so far. Let's attempt Karn. This is that Niv Mizzet deck. So I should have gotten in with Rabble Master. We're like 3 damage slower than we should be here. Niv Mizzet is probably coming down here. The 5-color Niv Mizzet deck I'm okay playing against though. Another bird. Okay. Teferi. Bounces Rabble Master. So they can go get a plane, so the Blood Moon's probably useless here. One, two, three, four. They have a lot of mana. They didn't play, though, and they drew here. I could go get Liquid Metal Coating. I could get Spyglass. I could get Torp Orb. I need a Oracle text on Niv Mizzet Judge. The one that cares about all kinds of colors. Reborn or something like that. When it ETBs. When it ETBs. Thank you, Judge. Well, you're welcome. I appreciate it. Let's go get an artifact card that would stop Niv Mizzet. You're not sure it's the Niv Mizzet deck? Well, I'm going to play Torp Orb because that seems like the right thing to do. I mean, my opponent's playing all the lands that would tell me that they are. I guess we'll go ahead and attack everything at Teferi. The worst feeling is a path here, a block. Something else. This feels like the correct play. I would agree with you, but my opponent's clearly like 5-7 colors doing something strange here. These aren't snow lands. It's a lot of red from my opponent. We also keep Rabblemaster away from something. Oh my gosh. It's Keek Magiques. It's Keek Magiques. Doesn't feel good. Land here so I can get a Spyglass. Thank you. Let's not do Torp Orb here. Let's just jam out New Karn. New Karn, down tick New Karn. Yes, please. Go get Spyglass. Play Spyglass. Look, Keek Magiques. Keek Magikies. And let's not send in anything in case they top deck in case they top deck here. I kind of want to keep this Karn around. That card they did not have in hand. Hand's clear. Hand's clear for us to do things to them. Let's just go get, since the hand is clear, let's go get Lattice here. We can just hold back and then we've won. We win! Yay! We won! Bring the Light occasionally is a thing. Yeah, Torp Orb's pretty good against Kiki decks. Alright, that worked. That was strange, but it worked. Strange, but it worked. Alright, what is my opponent doing? They have 1,000,000 land colors. They do care about that. Let's take 2 War Bosses out for 2 Angers. I think that's probably about all I want to change. We could get the Spyglass or the Torp Orb. Just kind of off of finding it in the deck, or we could do what we did there is get it with Karn. I think we'll just get it with Karn. I don't know. My opponent's doing some strange things. Alright, this would be a Chalice on 1 and no follow-up afterwards. That seems loose. Could be Vanifar. Could be. Let's mulligan this. Let's mulligan this. Let's keep this. Let's get rid of Rabblemaster and a land. Done. Alright. Could be with Deceiver and Pestermites. There's many a cards that could be in our future here. I think they're going to have a Remand up this time. We'll see, though. They should be fetching some basics. There you go, opponent. Teferi? Teferi's a good card. Teferi is a good card. Use Void to double check what's coming. Put the land on the bottom. I think here we'll play Blood Moon. Although I know that Teferi's just going to rebalance it here, probably. Yeah. Maybe the Sweltering Suns was more correct there. I don't think we're gonna get very far in this matchup. Feldar Guardian. Bouncing Teferi. It's the kitty cat combo. The kitty cat combo. I need 2 more mana to make this happen. I'll just Blood Moon and pass turn. I'll help them out with their Saheeli. If it's Saheeli, we'll concede. And if it is Saheeli, I think I need to bring the Spyglass in to be faster. Although Torp Orb as well. Saheeli? Decides to bounce Blood Moon. It's 5 colors, bring to light. So that's Kikijiki. It's a shame we don't have this Abrade open. So it's Kiki Felidar combo. Interesting. Interesting. So my Angers actually aren't going to hit a lot. We'll bring the War Bosses back in. My Chalice isn't very good either. Let's bring in a Spyglass for the 1 Chalice and leave Torpor Orb for Karn to go fetch. Okay, let's keep this. This is a turn 2 Karn. And that's pretty good. It's pretty good. The Bird of Paradise. Almost tempted to just kill this. Because what do they have? Teferi? Man. It's awkward. I could Karn down tick, but then we're just not doing a whole lot. Maybe I Karn down tick, get the Torp Orb. The whole point though is to do liquid metal coating. I'm gonna kill the bird. Bolt the bird. Let's keep to the motto. Motto of modern. Another bird. Maybe I'll hit a land here. Rabble Master is kind of interesting. What's Rabble Master? Let's put a threat. Slickrick, not working. How's Chandra Acolyte of Flame been performing? I like her. She might not do a lot this one, but she's versatile. Realistically, we'll probably play her next, then Chandra, and then we can get back a Ritual or a Braid the following turn. We're putting Goblin out so that we can tick off this Teferi. Oh, okay, it's just Saheeli. Yeah, Goblin. Sorry, Chandra. Goblin's too good. Saheeli, them. We'll just hope for no Wrath. I don't think they have a Wrath, though. This is game 3. Game 3. Fetches. Just getting all their basics. Felidar Guardian. Untaps there. You know what's funny here is we die to a Saheeli. Let's make some elementals. Here we go. This might actually be enough damage that they have to block both Rabble Masters. I think it is, actually. If they don't, they block 1 and they take 8 plus all of that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is lethal, opponent. Rabble Master. There you go. Is Chandra good enough? She created 2 damage. A Goblin would have done the same thing. But anyway. Need more Earthquake to try for game 4s. Now I look foolish. What a weird match. Agreed. So they had the Saheeli combo, they had the Feldar Guardians, Kiki-Jikis, and they had Teferis. So you're looking at essentially a Jeskai list, but what they ended up doing is go 5 colors to add Bring to Light as a toolbox for Kiki-Jiki. So they're doing that instead of Cord. So instead of staying in the Jeskai colors, they opted to have all 5. Well, I say all 5. Birds of Paradise made some of that black mana. Alright, a bunch of chalices. So we'll keep. Maybe it's burn. Maybe it's Grixis Death Shadow. Chalices are good against that list. Yeah, the green helps with the bird ramp. This is a true statement. Alright, my opponent gives it back to us. We're going to just play Gemstone here. If I had the Eidolon's main, I'd have to play Mountain first. Gemstone makes it look like I am maybe Eldrazi-tron. Opponent doesn't do anything. No cracking. Just nothing. Plain nothing. Street Wraith, nothing. Am I supposed to jam out a Chalice here? Godless Shrine. Hex Parasite. Play Void here, see what's coming. I think I tried a Chalice here. Put that on top. I'll go ahead and attempt a Chalice on one. It still makes me look like Eldrazi-tron so far. Mardu Shadow. If it's Mardu Shadow, then it's very much less. This can remove, by the way. They did that incorrectly. I know they can remove. I'm kind of hoping they fetch here and then I get to Blood Moon them. I mean, I'm not doing anything else this turn, so I'd rather give them something to play with. It's like teasing my opponent here. It's like teasing my opponent. Let's see if I can move this, because I want to do something. You know what? Hopefully I don't drop anything here. Move. Cool. Cool. There we go. Gotta get that standing in. Opponent's declaring attackers here. I'm gonna have to move this light out just a little bit. So the thing that I just took off that's laying on the bed now can find its way. Hits for 1. Maybe I'm supposed to just slam Rabble Master here. It's probably Blood Moon. It's a shame that this can go get black. What's my opponent doing now? So now they're going to remove the counter. So now it's a Chalice on 0. Okay. You got it, opponent. Fetch Shock, play Death Shadow. It's another Bloodstained Mire. Alright, well, they can go get double black if they like. Baubles have been shut down. Heck yeah. 2 mana Chalice for 0. Again, what was I going to do with my Chalice? What else am I going to be doing with that Chalice? Fetch, fetch. Probably swamp, swamp. Swamp Blood Crypt. Doesn't shock in here. We have to kill Hex Parasite before I get to play my other Chalice. We did just shut off the Rangers in the build. Put it on 0 to prevent the damage. I think you guys are crazy. That doesn't work, opponent. You gotta tap this one over here. Would you like to draw? I think you're going to now since you just cracked it on an empty graveyard. I don't read jokes very well. I'm really bad at it. Really bad at it. Play Rabble Master. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to play this and Chalice in one. If we did, we'd probably go for it. Force them to use Hex Parasite again. I'd expect a Death Shadow here. That is the expectation. Nope. Alright, Eidolons here. Come in. Our Sweltering Suns are actually reasonable in this matchup. Ironically. Shuffle is not helping out. We didn't need it. Rabble is too strong. Punch is in there. It's kind of an interesting one because normally you would take out things like Sweltering Suns, maybe the Abrades, but our opponent is actually has things for our stuff to kill at that. So I think it's just Eidolons here. Just make room for 4 Eidolons. Might just bring the bridge in and just get rid of the Karns. And in that case, we'll bring the Torp Orb in as well. Probably take out a couple Chandras. We need one more thing out. I'm kind of wondering if like Koth and Chandras are a bad idea because of the Hex Parasite. I think Chalice is fine. If we can get Chalice on one, it's fine. It does a thing. Let's take one Legion War Boss out. I like my Planeswalkers. Obviously, with Hex Parasite, it's a bit annoying. We're not going to bring the Spyglass in just for Hex Parasite. Gonna head out. Thanks for letting me stick around all evening. You're always welcome to stick around. Keep it up in the red stuff. I'd love to see you play Goblins. Appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. Take it easy. I am in Avaros's Discord and the prison Discord almost all the time. So you guys can find me in either Discord. You can find the prison Discord here in the social links. And if you want to know where Avaros is, we can get you over there as well. Just ask in the prison Discord. A lot of the prison Discord people know Avaros' stream as well. Not all of them. Not all of them, but I actually wouldn't mind talking to some of our prison folks and see if we can get Avaros kind of showing up there. Because he plays prison from time to time. Maybe in the general Twitch notifications. That seems reasonable. General stuff. The other reason to follow Avaros is we're going to work on it. We're going to see if we can make our schedules so they don't crisscross over. If we could do that, that would be great. We're going to keep this. We're going to get rid of a Blood Moon here. We have Torp Orb plus. Torp Orb plus some other stuff. We're keeping the Simian Spirit Guides so that we can hit 3-drop, 3-drop if we'd like. If they turn one Thoughtseize us, maybe it was better not to. Have you played against the new War Urza deck yet? How's the matchup? I've played against it, and it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. A lot of their stuff interacts with the graveyard in frustrating ways. And red naturally has kind of a problem with the graveyard. Red is very prone to putting things in the graveyard, but it's not very suited for interacting with the graveyard. So white will exile things. Black tends to grab things from the graveyard. Artifacts tend to do things with the graveyard. So we have a little bit of that, but we're not predominantly on that. With the jailer. With the jailer. We're going to play the Simian Spirit Guide. We don't need any more mana. We're at 3 and we have a ritual. Maybe they'll path this. Wow. They just flat out don't need mana, apparently. Ixlid Jailer is pretty interesting. Ixlid's kind of funny, but if you're already running black, you're probably putting Voids and Ravenous Traps in. But Ixlid's art's pretty cool too. Ixlid's got good art going for it. Yeah, this is the 8-beat plan. Although it's not a very good plan right now. Rabble Master would help speed this clock up. I am surprised to see them crack the silent clearing. There we go. Jailer puts the opponent in prison. Alright, there's a Scholar. Well, we'll swing in and then we can play another Simian Spirit Guide. Help our Death Shadow opponent out a little bit. Go ahead. You're surprised he didn't concede to the 3-drop this time around? It's a Goblin wannabe. It's a Goblin wannabe. I'll take this too. That is fine. Modern format is too powerful. Turn 3 Rabble is too strong. Does it mean I'm 3 and 4 even stronger? How do we compete? Alright, so we have a Death Shadow across from us. We're just gonna play Rabble Master pass turn, send the 1 Goblin in. They might let this go through, because it makes the Death Shadow a 5/5. Rabble Master itself, though, is gonna be a threat they are not gonna like. Torpor Orb is turning off any Rangers. It doesn't turn off the sacrifice ability of Ranger, but it definitely turns off the ETB. Apparently Nightbot was going to do the social stuff. I'm expecting something like a Braid or a K-Command from my opponent. They are the colors that I would expect that. No blocks here. We'll go ahead and go to 14. We can go lower if they fetch Shock, but then they're really risking themselves. They don't decide to do that. I think that's a smart play. Ooh, another Death Shadow. Okay. Whoa, okay. That's a good draw. We're going to go ahead and let the 1 Goblin send itself in. The bridge is a really good top deck, though. It's on point. It's like we planned it. They're gonna... Do I let this in? Do I not? How many ounces are these? Need a little more. Get punished by fetch mana tithe. We had that happen to us last night. There's a wear and tear. That's not good. Not good. Blood Crypt shocks. So we'll block one of these. If they want to fetch shock, it does another 3. Would be 9 and put us to 5. They don't. Play the ruins. We'll pass turn here. 1 damage isn't going to do anything. We have to double block here. Take 7, go to 1. Take 7, go to 1, find a bridge. I think that's our out. Fetching and shocking here. Oh, never mind, they're not shocking. Puts them at 6. Oh. Well, fatal push. Fatal push. So we're on the play this time. I'm going to bring the war boss in. They did have a lot of creatures that are worth removing. Let's go down 1 Sweltering Sun. I still don't think it's Karn and downtick to get a bridge. I think this should be good enough. We're probably going to look for turn 1 Blood Moon, Rabble Master. Turn 1 Chandra would be nuts. Turn 1 Bridge. No, it doesn't deal with the big creatures. You're correct. But it's cost less. And by costing less, it's kind of nice. This is one of those scenarios that we just really don't have a whole lot. And I'd rather have the Abrades for the Tide Hallow and the Hex Parasite in case they start doing that again. But on the whole, we don't have a lot for this matchup. We don't need a lot for this matchup. We shouldn't have a problem too bad with what my opponent's doing. Alright, we'll keep this. This is good enough to win. This should be good enough to win. Turn 1 Thoughtseize from them. That's fine. Then we're going to Rabble. If they don't have the turn 1 Thoughtseize, then we Rabble. Unfortunately, we can't do it turn 1, but, you know, sometimes you don't get fully lucky. We'll bottom that land and pass it to my opponent. Street Wraith. Arid Mesa, so they're going to have to fetch and shock if they want this. And they might be concerned about Blood Moon, so we'll see what they want to do here. But I want to just slam some Rattle Masters in. Do we need some voice acting? Fetch shock. Thoughtseize, go to 13. Inquisition. Dang it. Okay. Well, do they take the ritual here? That means I get a few more Rabble Masters. Ow. My leg. Alright, they take 1 Rabble Master. We're going to go ahead and Blood Moon here. Blood Moon takes us off for 1 turn, but the deck across from us doesn't play that many basics. Not that many. Whew. Alright, Rabble Master War Boss here. My opponent's telling me wow. They're saying wow, but they only have the 1 land. If they're having to deal with 2 creatures here, I'm not going to attack in. I'm not going to die to a Death Shadow. Oh gosh. We had a Chalice too coming up. Maybe they had a bunch of Death Shadows. Maybe had the Death Shadow chain. Well, that was fast. The blazing. Blazing. See, we didn't need a braid. We just play Goblins and oh my gosh. It's Brian. What's up, Brian? Would like to hear the voice acting mentioned earlier. Well, we don't have Chain Whirler, but Chain Whirler... Rabblemaster doesn't really have a voice. He's kind of like my voice. But Chain Whirler is cousin Chain Whirler. And so we try to summon. So we try to summon Chain Whirler. So if we were to summon Chain Whirler, you know, a bunch of tokens. So it'd be like, hello there, Red Mage. You called? Cousin invited me over. And Rabblemaster's like, get your stuff together, Chain Whirler. I'm here, cousin. Swing my chains. You called, Red Mage? Stuff like that. We got a few other voices. I have to remember what they are. If I remember, Cranko has a really deep voice. He's like... I'm going to keep this. Cranko's like, well, of course I am. I am the king of the goblins. And he does stuff like that. Thanks, Brian, for the bits. What's up? You are the top of the leaderboard, Brian. These are Avaris bits that are now in your service. Thank you. Appreciate it. Are we against the mirror? Where is Avaros? I thought he was going to stream today. Is he not streaming today? Sculling turn. Oh my gosh. What was the Bant list? Bant Ojutai. I wonder if they have a counter spell. We're going to try to play a Koth here. Thursday? Oh, we played a Bant list? Yeah, we played a Bant list. The Bant list is top secret. He's at the store. That's a bummer. He does the Wednesday Night Modern. Okay. Steam Vents for my opponent. Passing to us. Spire Bluff Canal. Manamorphose. Blue-red. I'm gonna get Phoenixed here. So you're wondering what the tricolor deck is that's Bant. Here's Faithless Looting. Maramoon, thank you for the raid. Let's get some howls in the chat for our Blood Moon friend over there. What were you playing tonight, Maramoon? Hello, hello, hello. There's one Phoenix. One Phoenix Bolt. Second Faithless Looting. Oh, it's a C-Dot. Ghost. Well, why is there a Hoogle Ghost in here? What? There you go. Brian, you messed it up. Bant Shape Anew. Could have been your night. Could have been your night, man. Alright. So this is going to be a little bit of a weird play we're about to play, but we're going to actually jam Blood Moon here. I'm going to take another set of damage here from this Phoenix. We're going to try to top deck a land. And we're doing this because my opponent apparently has no basic islands currently. Yes, a lot of their deck is red, but we just shut off things like Serum Visions. That's a scary card. Free Blight Steals. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's try to Chandra here, uptick in a Braid. It's very likely this Phoenix comes back and hits Chandra, but if it doesn't by some weird miracle here... Free Blightsteals, though, are pretty freaking sweet. Look at this. Blood Moon's doing something. Magical Christmas land. Magical. We're not going to play that. Man, I'm going to just skip the turn here. No bridge. No bridge. Shoot. They bolted us. Alright, Marion, you take care. Yeah, I've got 3 videos to edit. Still have 3 videos to edit. Surgical's my Koth here to do some damages to Chandra. It's pretty good. They're trying to deal with it. Everett Grace. Do you know Avaros? Your name's very similar. So they know about this bridge now. So I guess I'll play it. Alright, we'll Rabble Master here. This is good so far. The Blood Moon's actually doing a lot of work here. You don't know Avaros? I was just curious. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Let's attack in here for 6. We might get it here. Off the back of Blood Moon. Could happen. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Did we get there? Oh no. No! Bolt. Bolton shoots us. Bolton shoots us. They will attack in for 2. Player bridge, pass turn. Do you have another red spell, opponent? Shoot. It's a land. It's a Phoenix. Da 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 da. Get out of the way. 2 damage at you, opponent. Feeling good, chat. It's feeling real good. We're gonna bring these Eidolons in. Them Eidolons. Those 2 top deck braids. Well, we asked just for a land for the first one. We did ask for just a land. I just happened to slightly wreck my opponent. Ironically, we're going to probably take the Blood Moons out. They're not really supposed to do that much work. They're not supposed to do that much. So that's the 4 Eidolons in. We can probably take 2 Sweltering Suns out and convert them to Angers here. We'll take 1 Chandra out and convert it to an Anger as well. Blood Moon always does work. It certainly does. It certainly does. It's making things easier for us, that's for sure. Alright, what do we have here? We have a turn 1 bridge. That's not very good. Yeah, exactly. They're going to fetch an island this time around. We're going to mulligan this. The bridge is kind of cute. It's cute, but I don't want to be wasting turn 1 on bridge. I want to be doing something more impactful. Like, you know, just mana. Alright, we'll keep this. These probably get bolted. But I don't mind a running pair of them. We'll try to Chalice on 1 and then get some Rabble Masters down. We'll see if it works. No island. Maybe Blood Moon's even better than we thought. It's not supposed to do a lot against Blue-Red Phoenix. That's why it doesn't stay in. It doesn't stay in. It doesn't belong. Blood Moon's just a silly guy. Alright, we're still probably chalicing on 1 here. You could arguably put a Chalice on 2. It stops quite a few things as well. It would stop Abrades, Manamorphose. Wow, my opponent is a diggin'. So they didn't hit a land. They did put 2 cards on the bottom as well. So we'll see if they find their land. They do. So they find their land. That's a good top deck. We'll go ahead and Rabblemaster. Their Abrade's going to hit Rabblemaster or Chalice depending on what their hand is. I'm pretty confident they kept one of those. Now, this is interesting. Manamorphose. So what's interesting here is that we've actually run out 2 Rabble-Masters before and then got angered. And I found that very surprising for my Blue-Red Phoenix opponent. I think even in this game, we're going to go ahead and run it out. Assuming they don't kill something here. And just hope that they don't have an anger. It was kind of crazy the last time I ran into this. Double down on Manamorphose. Chalice on 2. Always making blue-red. Cashing in 4. By the way, they're doing this at the right time, the main phase. Magmatic Sinkhole. 2 Thing in the Ice. So we're going to Ritual here. And Bridge and pass turn. So now they got to deal with Bridge. I'm not worried about the Thing in the Ice so much. It's just a card. Just a card. I'm expecting a flurry of, you know, bolts, opt or something just to have the Chalice do something. Oh boy. Aria is not good for us. Aria is not good. Now they get to cash everything in. Try to hit for 5. Let's see what's on top here. Bottom that. I'm not going to play the Simian Spirit Guide here. It's probably getting bounced anyway. My opponent has plenty of mana to do all of this. You wouldn't play Torp Orb just for a Thing in the Ice. The card we care about here is actually Aria Flame. Thing in the Ice is taken care of. If they weren't bouncing everything with Thing in the Ice, they'd just take Aria next turn and hit this, and hit this. And then they don't even have to worry about their larger spells here, or their one-drop spells, because then they would build up what they cost. So they're going to flip here, which is fine. They're going to do it on our turn too. Which is, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool of them. Interesting. Okay. They let us go a bit further than I thought they would. Bouncy, bouncy. So we will replay Rabblemaster here. This might just get shot by Aria Flame. Not a whole lot I can do. Looks like they're just going to go after my life total. Probably just smart. It's 3 spells away here. You're all good. You could put like a Kappa or something. Well, I guess you put XD. Only hits players and walkers? No, I believe it's any target. Oh, it is. Target player or planeswalker. I usually over-evaluate cards. Players and planeswalkers, you are correct. Abrade's pretty good here. That's really good. Really good. Oh, take 5. I'll take it. That's fine. All right. I like what we're doing here. My opponent does not have a lot of basics, it seems. I can't play that route though. That would be broken. A lot of the ways I evaluate cards are they're excessively broken. Cards are excessively broken when I play them. And then I play them and I realize they're not that broken. Alright, let's get a good 7. This is a pretty good 7. We'll keep this. Arya seems really hard in the matchup to beat. It is, unless you're running the version with the Leyline of Combustion. Then it's actually not too bad. Alright, let's put a Chalice on 1 here so our Rabble Master threats do not get bolted. If they have the counter, they have the counter. They do. Ceremonious Rejection. All good. All good. So let's Rabble number 1 here. We're just going to make them use every bolt on our War Bosses and Rabble Masters. 3 damage, not to me. Ceremonious Rejection, not blocking bridge. My opponent really doesn't care about Blood Moon, apparently. You got an Arya Flame. You got a Thing in the Ice. Let's play Rabble Master behind this. We probably don't get much in here. Okay, they opt. Maybe it's smarter to have played bridge there. We're not guaranteed to draw our next land. Really don't want them to find Arya here. Finding Arya would be a pain. Faithless Looting. It's kind of a painful card too. Manamorphose and 2 Phoenixes in the yard. Don't do it. Please. Please. Come on, opponent. Please. We've got such a good track record so far. I'm just trying to get a 5-0. We're staring at the graveyard. Must be a hard decision. I can't imagine it's that hard, right? Spell, flip, swing for 7. Right? A Braid and Flame Slash just hit the bin. Bolts us. Bolts us. Hits us for 7. Wow, we don't draw our land. Alright. Good game, opponent. So maybe we lose because we didn't play it. There's our land. 1 down. 1 down. 1 down. Alright. How's everyone doing? We've got some people here. Probably brand new to the stream. Thank you for tuning in from either Marin's host or finding us through the Twitch pages. I know, Slick Rick. We just got kind of comboed out. Oh, crap. For those that don't know, we have a Discord, and if you're a part of our Discord, you'll know exactly who we're playing against. This should be the mirror match, and with the mirror match, I could probably keep this and cycle this, or use this for the Rabble Masters that he might have. We're going to keep the hand. We have a good top end here. This makes for a good stream. That's what Russ says. Makes for a good stream, chat. But Russ is one of our friends in the Discord. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this his red-white version? What is this? What is this? That's a good top deck. He's playing Burn? Well, I figured that out. Card 1, card 2. Don't tase me, bro. Swerve. Alright, well, Blood Moon's a little bit better than we thought it was. Sweltering Sun will clear the way as well, and then we'll get this Karn or a Koth going. Koth doesn't ramp us real hard into anything crazy, though. Eidolon? Perfect. We'll take the 2. Draw us a card. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is about as good as it could go, chat. Sweltering Suns. I'll take the 2. Clear your board. Immediately, we play Sweltering Suns. He's like, is this my list? No. No, Russ. It's not your list. Let's see here. If I were to do this and I uptick, think for a moment here. This is going to be 4, 8. This will be 4, 9. It's not quite 10. Oh well. We'll attack him for 4 here. I've been trying it with unearthed packages and some other things. Tried with Phoenixes too. Alright. We're gonna go for it. Karn, downtick, and Lattice here. Alright. He gives it to us. So we can downtick and Lattice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 mountains. 5th mountain, 6th mountain. And so we'd have enough to cast it. Alright, Anger's in, Eidolon's in, Bridge is out. Karn can actually probably come out here too. What have we said? Like War Boss is out and keep the Chandras in? We can try that. I don't need that many out. Thinking of trying a Mardu Walker's list with Arcanist, New Chandra, and Nahiri. Chandra into Nahiri means there's an Emrakul coming on at an extra turn pace. Yeah, we play Koth. You can see Koth here. And Chandra. And that means Koth emblems the second turn. So turn 1, uptick. Turn 2, emblem. Because it actually goes down. And if they somehow just ping it for 1... you then uptick and then you emblem still. Which is pretty freaking sweet. Like, emblems that quick are, like, really good. Torch of Defiance as well. Torch of Defiance does tick up very quickly, obviously. Alright, so we're against Burn. Kind of wish I had the Leyline of Combustion. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This is pretty good. We can just get rid of the Desperate Ritual. I don't need that. We're gonna just put Chalice, Eidolon, or Sweltering Sun. Swifty, swinging in. This is how you beat Burn, probably. Chalice on 1 go, opponent. Sacred Foundry. In it comes. Now we're going to take less damage, and then we're going to Sweltering. We're just not getting the lands. Cast. We'll take 2. You lose your creatures. And we have 2 Eidolons behind this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, please play an Eidolon. Oh, it's a Rift Bolt. Okay. So because it's a Rift Bolt, I'm actually going to go ahead and cast a Simian Spirit Guide and pass it back. They'll probably take the 3 to either myself or the Simian Spirit Guide. So he does 4 to me. He's going to take us to 9 here. But then we're going to have a bunch of Eidolons. 9, I'm going to go to 7 because I'm going to cast a second Eidolon here. We're going to hope they don't have something like Helix. Dang it. Another Rift Bolt. Alright, I'll Blood Moon to shut off Boros Charms and Helixes. He should cash in Sunbake Canyon here. We're just not getting an opportunity really to play the Eidolons down. Oh gosh. Helixes me. So we're going to 3. I'll accept going to 3. Don't hurt me. I'm at 3. I'm going to go to 1 in a moment. We'll play both Eidolons here. We'll play both Eidolons. This is how we're doing it. I can only play 4 drops now. But if I can get like one more hit here, then we'll be good. I can't attack with everything in case... Oh, I should be attacking with everything. I was going to say in case of like a hasty creature. So 6 here. He should be 1 lower. I misclicked the last turn. If he gets it here, he gets it here. All right. There you go. Beating burn. Beating burn. Not bad. A little 4-1 as well there. 4-1. 4-1 tonight. There's our burn match. Maybe a slight punt there on how we attacked. Chalice on 2 is going to be our next thing we probably do. Although we could put it on 3 as well. Both are fine. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Here's the list if anybody's curious. This is my favorite version of Pyroprison currently. The sideboard changes every now and then, depending on what is current in the meta. If we see a lot more Burn and Phoenix, which seems to be something we're seeing a little more of, I will probably bring in some Leyline of Combustions, or we'll do something else that would impact that matchup a little bit better. Leyline of Combustion is kind of an interesting card because if you don't have it in the opener, it's not a bad top deck later, but it's not a great one either. It doesn't really buy you too much time. 2 4-1s. That feels good because we've been on a bit of a losing streak for a little while, and bringing this back and getting that in is pretty good for us. All right, for those that are new, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We will not be streaming this Friday. I'm going to spend some time with my wife before she goes on a trip. Double B. Recently, my favorite deck has been Mono White Martyr or 2 5-0s. Nice. How is Sweltering Suns versus Slagstorm? 100% of the time, it did exactly the same thing that Slagstorm would do in terms of removing creatures. And I think we only got it once where I was kind of upset drawing it and went, wow, I don't want to really be drawing. Once we kind of thought about the board state, it didn't really matter at that point. I don't recall. I'm trying to remember if I cantripped it once, but it did pretty much the same thing as a Slagstorm. That's maybe the only thing that's worth a change. You could play with it. If you're finding that your matchups are coming down to the last points of life, in, for example, that Death Shadow matchup, the Slagstorm probably would have been completely fine to have. Any other questions? This is the list I would recommend to people if your playstyle is similar to mine or Caligula's. Our playstyle uses Karn, uses the toolbox, and has a aggro package main. Uncle DB, thanks. Did we say we're going? Alright. We probably are, though. We're going to call it here. But if you guys don't mind helping me raid someone, they've raided Avaros, and we're going to go ahead and raid them. Is there a reason for only 3 Karns? Because we have 6 4-drops, and we're playing 21 lands. Basically, I can't fit another 4-drop in. You could play another one and get rid of Koth, or you could get rid of the Chandra. I think there's a nice balance here. If anything, if you wanted to somehow add another Planeswalker, it probably would be Chandra. It would probably be Chandra. But yeah, so Karn's just acting as bridge number 4, 5, and 6 mainly, and does give us some random access to like a Torp Orb or a Spyglass. In the Kiki Jiki matchup, we went and got that Torp Orb thinking it was Niv Mizzet, and we think that could have potentially saved us there game 1 when we were playing against that. So that's some of the utility. The other thing is currently in the meta, Hogak is a thing, and sometimes you run into Storm or you run into something else that's graveyard based, and being able to do a Karn and down tick and go get Tormod's Crypt is kind of a nice thing. If that becomes less and less, you might see this list trend towards more classical, which would be 4 Chandras, maybe a Koth, maybe a Hazoret, and not as many Karns, going back to 4 Bridges main. That would probably be the direction. Alright, we're going to set up Squad Chief raid. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry about everything that happened at the very beginning. That hopefully won't happen again. We're just going to call it here. As soon as we get the raid over, we're just going to cut it because there's no intro music. We're just going to do no outro music. Guys, thank you. 241s. We have our social medias if you would like those. No problem, Slick Rick. Thank you for the question design, Monkey Boy. Evergrace, appreciate you stopping by from Marin Stream. Step Brother, I'm glad to have you here. Uncle DB, of course, has already, I think, left. But guys, thank you so much. We will be streaming probably next Monday. I have some filming to do, and we're going to go ahead and get that all sorted out. Thank you, Step Brother, for the follow. Appreciate that. Free, easy way to support. We have tricolor decks coming. We have 3 of them filmed. I have to film 7 more, so we're going to try to film some of those. Bant, Teamer, and Sultai are already recorded. Those will be up on YouTube. Evergrace, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you guys so much. We also had a sub, and Brian was dropping bits. You guys, have a great evening, and we will see you on the next stream. Take care, guys. See you in the raid.